All right. What's poppin'? What's poppin'? So your girl came to rant, communicate, conversate, whatever you like to call it. And today we are going to talk about allowing your pain to dictate the decision that you make. Okay. All right. So for those that do not know, I made a video the other day talking about am I wrong for, and I'll put it in the description below so you can check it out. Okay. But basically, I was asking, am I wrong for doing what I was doing, Am I wrong for not caring about what's happening? Am I wrong for not really putting any emotions in what happened, okay? So basically, let's make it a little short story so y'all know. Basically, something happened in my past with my grandma, okay? And now she's going through some stuff, and I don't feel bad about it, Like I'm not over here like, oh my God, what was my grandma? Blah 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 blah. Like, of course, I pray for her and all this jazz, but it's just like my emotions is just like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not really butthurt about the situation. I'm not really over here stressing about the situation. I'm just letting the situation be. And excuse me. And I was over there going through my head yesterday, like, am I wrong for feeling this type of way? Am I wrong for not caring? Am I wrong for just letting it be? Am I wrong for not giving a helping hand and stuff like that? And I had to sit and think about it. Am I putting my pain or emotions into it to where I'm allowing my pain and my emotions to dictate the decisions that I'm making right now? Am I allowing my emotions to take control of me? Am I allowing my pain to basically rule me right now? Am I allowing my pain to do whatever the fuck it want to do right now? And I had to sit there and think about that. When you go through something and you allow your pain to dictate it, you allow the pain that happened to you, the stress, the anger, the depression, the anxiety, the emotions to dictate your next decision, it could really mess you up because you are allowing all that negative energy to make the next decision instead of making yourself clear-minded to where you can make the decision that you make, okay? So I was just sitting there like, am I allowing my emotions to make the decision that I'm making now? And I had to sit there and think about it. And I was like, no, I'm not allowing my emotions to make my decisions. Yes, I'm emotional. Yes, I'm still in pain from what happened. And yes, I still feel some type of way. And I feel sad and depressed and mad and angry and disappointed and all that at the same time. But at the same time, I am sitting my emotions to the side and actually thinking with a clear mind, like, yes, I get it. I'm mad and depressed and upset and disappointed at all that. But I'm not going to allow that to make my decision, because I know if I allow this emotional pain, this emotional stress, this emotional anger and drama and all this to dictate the next decision I make, I can regret that. I can regret what I do the next time, the next step. I can regret the next step if I allow my pain to take that next step. So for those that are out there that are going through something is painful, stressful, angry, you're disappointed and you're just mad and be like, oh my God, to where the point where you want to crash out and be like, how could you da what da. Take a step back, okay? Take a step back and look at the bigger picture. Because if you allow that pain to take your next step, you might regret it in the end. If you allow that pain to walk that path instead of you walking that path with a clear mind, you might regret in the end, because you allowed that pain to basically rule what you was going to do the next step. You basically allowed that pain to be like, let me take the wheel, baby. Let me crash this motherfucking car. We finna crash this motherfucker. Get your motherfucking seatbelts on, because we finna destroy this bitch. Boom! was that a bump? Nah, that was a fucking human body that we just ran over. I don't give a fuck. Boom, 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 boom. I'm mad as hell. We finna hit everybody. Boom, 10 points. Boom, 30 points. Boom, 50 points. And then you stop and you be like, oh shit. I just ran over fucking 30 people. 30,000 people. 40,000. Oh, it don't even matter the number. I just ran over some humans. And they dead on the motherfucking ground. And I'm regretting that because now they finna take me down to jail. Now they finna take me to hell. Now they finna bring me down. Because I allowed that pain to ride the motherfucking car. I allowed that anger to drive me to a place that I shouldn't have been. I allowed that anger to drive me over the cliff. I allowed that anger to drive me into insanity. I allowed that anger to drive me to a place that I know damn well I shouldn't be. So, I get it. It's easier said than done because you're mad and you're frustrated and you're disappointed at all this at the same time. I get it. Why do I gotta be the bigger person? You always... It's not about being the bigger person. It's about controlling yourself so you don't fuck yourself up in the end. That's why they say be the bigger person. Because it's not about being the bigger person so they can get whatever the fuck they got going. No. It's about being the bigger person so you don't fuck yourself up in the end. You don't regret the decision that you made because you went off of anger. You went off of sadness. You went off of depression. You went off of madness. You went off of fucking disappointment. Instead, you had a clear mind. I get it. I'm mad. I'm sad. I'm depressed. I'm all this. I'm angry. I'm all this. Disappointed. All this. But let's take a step back and put the emotions to the side and really sit here and think about it. If I do this, what is the consequence? If I go off, what is the consequence? If I crash out, what is the consequence? Because there's always some type of consequence, whether it's a good consequence or a bad consequence. What is the consequence? Is this going to be a good one? If I crash out on this person, is it going to be a good consequence? Or am I going to go to jail? Is it going to be a good consequence? Or am I going to ruin my life? Is it going to be a good consequence? Or are they going to take me in? They coming for you. If you make that bad decision, if you allow that pain to rule you, if you allow that depression to rule you, if you allow that disappointment to rule you, if you allow your emotions to rule you into that next decision that you make, they gonna come for you. You slipped up. That's what we wanted. We wanted you to allow that emotions to drag you down to the mud. We wanted you to allow your emotions to make you to make the wrong decision. We wanted you to allow your emotions to ruin your life. We coming for you, baby. You couldn't handle that. You couldn't be the bigger person. You allowed that crash out to crash out. Now look at you. We coming for you. And there's nothing you can fucking do about it. Because you allowed it to happen. You allowed your emotions to rule you. You allowed your emotions to destroy you. You allowed your emotions to take over you. You allowed your emotions to hit them people driving by. You allowed it. So for those that are out there that are going through something, do not allow your emotions to rule your decisions, because at the end of the day, you can get taken. Clank, clank, nigga, what the fuck you gonna do then? Your freedom is gone off of that one crash out, off of that one decision that you allowed your motherfucking pain to rule, off of that one decision you allowed your motherfucking emotions to rule, off of that one decision. Your whole fucking world is gone. Now what? You can't do shit. You in jail. They telling you when to eat, when to shit, when to sleep, when to take a shower, when to motherfucking go play, when to go fucking talk, when to go fucking hang. What's up? You ain't got no freedom. Because of that one decision that you allowed your emotions to take control. And like I said, I get it, baby. It's hard to take control of your emotions and sit that motherfucker aside and allow yourself to look at the bigger picture because you angry. You mad. You depressed. You're disappointed. You're stressed. I get it. But think about the consequences of that decision. Think about the consequences of you allowing your pain to be the driver behind the motherfucking wheel. Bro, I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. I am telling you. I've been through some shit to where I crashed out and it caused me so much. It cost me so much. By the grace of God, I was not sent to jail. By the grace of God, I was still walking freely. By the grace of God, yes, they did this to me, but I retaliated. And I had, of course, consequences for that situation. But at the same time, God showed me, you do that shit again, you going down. So focus on you and your emotions and take control of that shit. Because if you allow your pain to rule over your decisions, that's going to be the last thing in your motherfucking life that you will ever do freely. So, I sat with myself. Instead of allowing my emotions and myself to ride the ride, drive the drive, whatever you want to say, I took a step back and was like, cool, you got it. You got it this time. I'm not gonna do nothing. I'm gonna sit back and I'm gonna sip my motherfucking coffee and I'm gonna go on by my way because I know the time will come for when you and the decision that you made will catch up to you. I know I made the right decision because I had a clear mind. I didn't allow my emotions to control me. I didn't allow this pain to drive me into insanity. I didn't. So, are you going to allow your emotions to drive you, or are you going to drive yourself? Are you going to allow this pain